The Razorbacks will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Running inside, it's Dickey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
To throw, it's Kim. Out wide left, it's Allen. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. Inside the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hokies. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll run the counter. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
And makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Going for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying the run, it's Hardy. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run him again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, here's Hardy. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He's changing the play. RPO complete to open the drive. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the back. Turns up, it's Dickey. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Hokies are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Intercepted. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Back to throw, it's Vick. Left side, it's Green. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. From the 22 on 1st and 10. From the gun, give to Hardy. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Second down to the air. Keeping his eyes downfield. The throw. Just barely got rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, 1st and goal.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together, 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
Nowhere to go. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going for the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So they take over with great starting field position, moving 36 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Kim. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Out wide left, it's Davis. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Yeah, and the quarterback was looking for the big fella. And I tell you what, you throw these routes to big tight ends, it usually ends well, but it was really, really good coverage, breaking on that corner route and getting the ball to the ground.
Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
You know, a big part of a quarterback's accuracy is his ability to step into throws. To be accurate, you've got to be able to be on balance, stepping in and following through. And because of that pass rush, that QB had no shot.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Hokies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Drops back on first down. He lets one fly deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting there, because on this drive, this quarterback has found this guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
He rifles one deep down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Gotta make the play on 4th. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the Hokies will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Razorbacks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to pass, it's Vick. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Again, it's Brown. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the left, it's Hardy. Drop immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point.
He'll take a shot. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the 1st half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's not afraid to go deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the 1st half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the 2nd half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Arkansas. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. On the return, it's Marsh. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Quick give. It's Dickey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Hokies in the hurry up.
And coming out in the 2nd half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this 2nd half, defense picking up where it left off.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Scanning the field is Kim. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the 1st half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at half.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And the incomplete pass, they... He's headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Moore. Out wide right, it's Green. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick.
And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Deep in the end zone, it's Marsh. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Throwing more. Rush is on. Left side, it's Miller. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To give to the big fullback. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, it was a nice play there, handing it off to the fullback, and the defense is lucky. That strong safety came downhill. He made that tackle. If he doesn't make it, who knows, guys? I mean, that might have been a touchdown.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Handoff to the fullback. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see them, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally, you give the big boy the ball. There is no juke button. There is no speed burst. It is all power down your throat, hitting you and falling forward and getting that first down.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Dante Moore. Right side, it's Singleton. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Moore to the air. Rush right in his face. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Fires from the deep corner. right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here's Moore to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on first and goal. Moore will throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the fourth down.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Looking for a man, it's Kim. Extending the play. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Needs it here on fourth down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. In traffic, it's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo. Delayed handoff. It's Dickey. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Sends it back in motion. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Quarterback changing the play. Gets the back moving. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got rid of it just in time. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And he couldn't save the down or the yardage after the intentional grounding call. It'll be second and long. Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Dickey. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Dropping back, it's Kim. Finds his target. He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Fourth down coming. Let's see if they go for it here. Snapped on fourth down. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Hokies. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Coming out with it, it's Marsh. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Moore. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Second and long here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He wants to go deep. He's got it way down the field. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Moore to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And man, 3 plays into this drive, and it's apparent what this offense wants to do. They're going to take shots down the field. They're going to be aggressive.
Again, it's Moore. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Miller. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
Man, that's one of those as an offense, you're just staring. No, look at his toe. He was out. The defender was so close to keeping something in bounds to make that an interception. But there's a reason he plays DB, and he's on that side of the football, probably because he can't control his body and even get that football.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has them setting up shop from there. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
They're all over it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing more. Look out. Caught. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He's past the sticks. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Turning it on. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The offense really needed some points to dig themselves out of this hole right before the half. What did they do? They turned it over. The worst thing they could do, now they dug themselves an even bigger hole.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Motion from the wideout. Straight ahead, it's Dickey. Still on his feet at the 25. He's into the open down the middle. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. And the Hokies ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Charles. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. The returner will field it and bring it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. From the gun, it's Dickey. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Looking to throw, it's Kim. Left side, it's Johnson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Send the tight end in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Freeman. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Hokies want to crank the tempo, making the adjustment. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first. Oh, pressure's coming. And he gets rid of it.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second half.
Give to the fullback. Uh-oh, look out. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Kim. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Out wide left, it's Dickey. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Sends it back in motion. from the red zone. It's Dickey.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Middle of the end zone. He's got it.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Keep it on the ground. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. Left side is Hardy. Runs through a man. He might have space. He will not quite get there despite the fact that he emptied every move in his bag to try to pick up that first down. It's 4th and inches. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. For it, it's Hardy. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. You think that coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is, 4th and inches. I'm going for it. I like my chances.
Dante Moore. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Gets it to the 46-yard line, 1st down for this offense. The Volunteers are flying down the field. Here's a give to Hardy. There he goes. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run. The Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Here's Moore to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Moore will throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
This time on target. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Finding some room. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen it. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now first and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a fourth down, try to make them kick a field goal.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Moore. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Volunteers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Hits inside, it's Allen. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Out wide left, it's Allen. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense trying to keep them off balance on first and 10. Moves the pocket, it's Kim. Gets rid of it.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Long way to go on second down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. On the ground, it's Dickey. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Gets the back moving. Second down, gonna throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Touchdown, Hokies! He got loose and it was lights out after that. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. He'll bring it out. It's Charles. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing more. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Moore to the air. On the move. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Volunteers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Dante Moore finds his tight end. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And on second and short, no tight formation here. 3 receivers left. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hardy. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh center downs going to the air. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now they take the lead. And the Vols will kick it away first and will start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Excellent job by the DB, breaking on the football, getting there and making sure he gets a hand on it and deflects. Listen, it's not about catching it. It's not about getting the interception. It's making sure he doesn't catch it and deflecting that thing where he can't get it.
Looking downfield, it's Kim. Out wide right, it's Davis. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. The play fake. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it, Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Wilson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Drops back on first down. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking to throw, it's Kim. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They'll send the back in motion. Got to make the play on 4th. Throwing right. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just we're on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Moore. Left side is Green. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Man, what a weapon in this offense to have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
Under pressure. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Green. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The Volunteers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
On second and goal, they go right back to it. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Christian. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the offense tries to go RPO, but that time the quarterback and his intended target just couldn't hook it.
Second and long here. Sets his feet, it's Kim. Right side, it's Davis. At the 40, there he goes. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. So first down will open up the final period. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Hokies will hustle to the line.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. They just gave up a big completion down the field.
Oh, a lot of space. The tag. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. From deep, it's Marsh. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Solid run on the last play sets this offense up on first down. Again, it's Hardy. Breaks into the open. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing more. Out wide left, it's Green. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Right back to Hardy. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll give it to Hardy. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He's inside the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Mack. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Motion, see how the D reacts. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Wide open on the right. 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. On the return, it's Marsh. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. To the air, it's Kim. Left side is Sticky. Oh, he's got some space. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Out wide right, it's Clark. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Looking downfield, it's Brady. Moving to his left. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
They'll try to get it through the air. Turns it upfield. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. And the Dogs will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Running inside. It's Allen. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Wants to throw. It's Brady. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Gonna run it. It's Dickey. Makes him talk to the hand. Right down the gut of the field. The 40.
Let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Mack. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first. Looking down the middle. Between the hashes, it's Clark. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Give to the fullback. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Brady. Escapes the pressure going right. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Out wide left, it's Clark. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Ball is loose. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Back to pass, it's Brady. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. Hits him in stride inside the 10. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. sells the run, looking to pass. Left side is Bennett. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Deep in the end zone, it's Christian. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quick give. It's Allen. Turning it on. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
The fullback. This takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do.
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Finds a crease. It's Dickey. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Motion from the back. Needs it here on 4th down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a man, it's Brady. Working that wide receiver screen. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it on the outside. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fresh center downs going to the air. Rush is on. He's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. It is perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Coming out with it, it's Marsh. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Drops back. It's Kim. Out wide left, it's Allen. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Give to the big fullback. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Rush right in his face. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Looking deep. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snapped on 4th down. He's got it. 1st down and more. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Sends it back in motion. Right side, it's Davis. On the move at the 30. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
They're all over it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Kim. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Making the adjustment on the play. Got to make the play on 4th. He wants it all. Looking to get it in.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. They decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are...
Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Ready to try the point after.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Dogs! He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Christian. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Tight end now in motion. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Holds on, it's Davis. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the tight end. Got room at the 35. It's a seam wide open. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Gets the back moving. Moving the pocket, it's Kim. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Gonna let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Offense in a bunch formation. Second and 10. He'll throw again. Still looking. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. There he goes. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Dickey. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Looking to throw, it's Kim. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Roll down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the fullback. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
They'll move the wide receiver. Right side, it's Davis. Third and long coming up. From the gun, running back on the move. Finds a crease at the 20. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
He's got the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, oh boy, this defense is making the sledding rough down here deep in the red zone. That play is going backward.
They really are playing with a sense of urgency, aren't they, Reese? With their backs against the wall, you're seeing tremendous tenacity out of this defensive unit.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Dumps it off in the flats. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down.
And that's a big stop by this defense. And now, man, this is decision time. If it's at the 5, if it's at the 10, I'm kicking the field goal, tying this thing up. But so close to the goal line, do you want to roll the dice to still maybe take the lead in the 4th quarter here?
They'll send the back in motion. Trying to ball his way in. Touchdown, Michigan.
the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring a touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Marsh. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Brady. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Might as well